Beardos, weirdos, boils and ghouls. Welcome. Nice summery shirt. Let's go to the beach. Much better. Now, we're all aware there's been a lot of toxicity, negative, all that stuff. And I'm aware that, to an extent, it's my fault. You got me. But this isn't about negativity and toxicity. Every now and again, I like to shout out real channels. Every now and again, I like to shout out channels doing some good work. People that I engage well with. And I'm going to shout out a couple of channels today. Now, the first one, this guy has been a supporter of mine since I was around 1.5k subscribers. I've done a podcast with him over on his channel. He's always in my live streams, despite the time difference. He's a very supportive guy. And when I'm going through it a bit with certain, things I've done and said, he's always very supportive of me. And the next channel after him, the same thing. He's always very supportive of me as well. But the first one I would like for you guys to check out is this channel. Entity 7 Paranormal. Joe Vitale. Now, Joe Vitale, he crosses many boxes, much like I do. He's a phenomenal musician, and him and the next guy I'm going to talk about have done some music together. And if you're into your metal, it's very good. In fact, I've asked him if I can use it for my countdown for my stream. And the only reason I haven't yet is I use Whitebad Audio because it's a 4-hour playlist. And I just let that play through and change the volumes depending on what I'm doing at the time. He does paranormal investigating. He was heavily involved in the Harrisville Haunting that you can watch on YouTube, Amazon Prime, I believe. I've watched it. It's a fantastic investigation, a fantastic documentary, and you can see they put their souls into it. Joe Vitale is also, as well as being a musician and a paranormal investigator, he debunks. He's not afraid of saying how it is, how it should be. He's very level-headed, very calm. I've got a lot of time for the guy. And it just so happens that he's friends with people that I consider friends, like the next channel, like The Shape. In fact, I found Joe Vitale through The Shape. And I would just like to get a bit more recognition for Joe Vitale. He has good community spirit. He has good people around his community. People like Matt Benton, people like Doof Doof Paranormal, people that I see in my community and in other communities, and they're always fun to be around. And I see a lot of people that I have a lot of time for on his live streams. Please go and check him out. So, the next channel I want to talk about, hopefully you've heard of this guy. He is hilarious. And it is Crow of Judas. I love this guy. Again, much like Joe Vitale, he is so supportive of me. He's given me some great advice, and he's alerted me to some things that I needed to be alerted of, much like Joe has. They scour the internet. Crow of Judas, again, a musician with Joe Vitale. He's done some voiceover work with The Shape, but he does debunkings and he does videos, like parody videos and voiceover videos of the usual suspects. And it's hilarious. Such a funny guy. But not only is he a funny guy, but he's a nice guy to go with it. He's very warm, and I get, apart from last week, and I called him out on it, apart from last week, I get a voice note through Facebook weekly, sometimes every other couple of days, from Crow of Judas, just like, hey dude, hang in there. And he's just a really sound guy. Both of these guys I would love to go and have a, just go visit the States and hang with them for a couple of days, have some beers and just chill out with them. They just, they're really cool guys. And again, Crow of Judas does live streams, so if you're in the States, have a look for his live streams. He has his guests on. He has Joe Vitale on. And it's just a good time. And he plays some horror quizzes as well. So if horror's your thing, definitely go check out his live streams. Links will be in the description for both of these channels. And again, both of these guys support me. And they look out for me. They look out for me quite a bit. So go check these guys out. I would appreciate it. Tell them both Beardo sent you. We have a channel that are very new to paranormal investigating, but their subscriber count is huge because of a previous channel that they've changed over. And they're called Real Evidence. Now, when these guys first approached me, I watched a video and I was like, I don't know. I'm going to have to keep an eye on these guys. And then they kept turning up my live streams and they were asking advice. And I'm like, I'm the wrong dude to ask for advice on anything because I just piss people off. My paranormal investigations, they're not that great because I'm still new to the recording, the editing. We're going to get a massive upgrade with the recording and editing very soon. So these guys, they're asking for advice and they're asking the right people for advice. I know they've spoken to Ghosts on Trent. I think they've spoken to the Ouija brothers and, what do we do here? How do we do this? How do we do that? I know they found some brilliant locations that they've shared with the trustworthy channels, because the last thing we want is people going into properties and drawing pentagrams on the floor, leaving Ouija boards laying behind and kicking windows through, setting fires, getting drunk, all that, because that's how we get the police called on us. And these guys are careful about who they are giving links to or pins to, which I appreciate. So yeah, it is real evidence. I've spoken quite a bit to these guys. They are very nice guys. They've invited me along onto investigations with them, so they ain't got nothing to hide, you know what I'm saying? Not only have they invited me onto investigations, but they've invited other teams onto investigations with them. And they seem to be slotting into this real paranormal community really well. They've got the right personalities and temperaments for it. They do an investigation. They're not running about screaming. They're not overbearing or anything. They're respectful, and I like that. Added to that, they actually listen to the advice that they're given. Now, I've had people ask me for advice before, and I'm like, ditch the cat balls, and maybe rely a little bit less on the apps. Use your eyes and your ears more, your feeling, your gut instinct, etc. And for the most part, none of these people ever listen, and they never get featured on the channel because I don't like watching people jump about going, the cat ball's flashing! The cat ball's flashing! These guys have asked me a few times anything you would advise, and I'm like, ditch the cat balls, guys. Ditch the cat balls. I'm in the process of just saying I'm ditching the K2 and the REM pod. I want to do a couple of investigations with none of that equipment and just go off feeling and old school, take some old trigger objects and things like that. And these guys are like, oh yeah, cool. They messaged me last night, really excited, and they were like, we've just done our first investigation, we didn't use none of the tools. We just used our feelings, our eyes, our ears, and it was a mind opener for us because we weren't concentrating on electronics, we were concentrating on the building, the potential of a haunting, etc. So go check these guys out as well. They're doing all the right things, and they're very early on in their career, and I think they deserve a little bit of a shout, And finally, I'm going to shout out a channel that I've shouted out previously. I've done a video on one of his investigations, but now I want to shout him out for something different. Now, I love this guy. He can take a joke because I joke about his voice in a good way. He's got the sexiest voice on YouTube if you listen to a lot of people. And while he is a phenomenal paranormal investigator, very respectful, very calm, just very pleasing to listen to and to watch, and he works with some really nice, good people that I would like to work with. He started doing these little podcasts called Dead Cold Tales, so that tells you who the channel is. It's Dead Cold Paranormal. He's not called Dead Cold Paranormal anymore. He's Dead Cold, but it's at Dead Cold Paranormal. Again, links will be in the description. Now, you've heard me talk about his investigations, his chili sauce, which is chef's kiss. Just don't kiss your fingers after you've got it on your fingers because your lips are going to burn. But he's just such a calm, nice guy with a great voice. He's done a narration for one of my paranormal investigations. I'm just having a nightmare editing the actual investigation part. So he's now doing these Dead Cold Tales. He's done 2 episodes, and they're going to be weekly, I think. And I really enjoy them. Like, he's got the voice for a podcast as well, but he's picking his stories well. He tells them well. And if you want to watch something paranormal or listen to something paranormal without having to be glued to the TV because you're waiting for something to knock, bang, or get moved, this is for you. If you're doing the ironing or something, and you just want something on in the background, but you're in the spooky mood, Dead Cold Paranormal and his podcast. The first one is the Witch Hunt of Tring, and the second one is the Ellesborough Happenings. go check him out. Go check these podcasts out. Go check out his investigations. Mark's become a very good friend of mine recently. He doesn't get involved in any of the drama, any of the bullshit. He likes to do what he does at investigations, but he's still very supportive of what I do as a debunker. And, you know, he's a paranormal investigation channel primarily, and he supports debunkers, so I like the guy, you know? And he is an awesome guy with a sexy voice. Right, if I haven't shouted your channel out and you're like, I thought you might have picked my channel up by now, I thought you might be enjoying my stuff and all the rest of it, I just don't want to blow my load in one go. If I did a video where I shout out 8 or 9 channels, the ones at the back end are getting forgotten. If I only do 4 or 5, people are going to sit through the video and watch all of it. You see, for me, it isn't just about the content, it's about the people. If I don't like the people, even if the content is brilliant, I'm never going to shout them out. And just because I haven't shouted you out doesn't mean I don't like you. Let me just put that straight. So yeah, in the face of all of this negativity that's been doing the rounds lately, let's get some positivity, some vibing. You know, this is a good community. This is a good community built on friendships, built on a love of the paranormal. And I don't want to get bogged down in the same crap every video. I want the positivity. For example, yesterday, I don't know what day this video will be going out, but yesterday I spent 5.5 hours running from Griff with the chainsaw, shouting at him, catch me, catch me, catch me. We weren't trying to kill each other, we were playing the Texas Chainsaw.
Should I be closing doors around there?
I'm coming to get you, Ouija wankers! Sorry, I got a bit carried away then.
Oh, stop moving, no one move.
He's there.
Hey, my grandpa!
Yeah, them all fucking standing by the gate. You ain't got a chance. Oh shit! Run, run!
Get a gate, beat him! Cut him off!
Go!
Oh, he's too fast!
He's way too fast.
No,
he's got a drain soon.
Just calm down. Just walk.
Listen to the noise my chainsaw's making! Run, waka waka waka! Run, waka waka!
Just walk.
Chop him! Oh no!
Go.
Stop! He's gone.
There you go. Well done, Wacky.
Nice. Well played there, mate. That was good play.
Paul from Ghosts on Trent, you had Steve Griff from the Ouija Brothers, you had Waka Wacky Paranormal, Mr. Grey, and myself just having a blast. Nothing paranormal, nothing drama related, just us guys all running around having an absolute whale of a time. And there was a lot of people in the chat, and I couldn't read the chat because I was so into the game. And the chat was just flowing, and every now and again I'd look over and be like, oh, sorry, hi, how you doing? But the chat was flowing, people were loving the game. People are like, oh, we're not really into gaming. And then 5 minutes later, they're like, oh, this is cool, this is funny, this is a breath of fresh air, this is something different for all of you guys, and to have you all in one place. I hope we can do that again soon. It was so nice to be doing something with the Ouija Brothers, Ghosts on Trent, Waka Wacky and Mr. Grey that was nothing to do with the paranormal. Nothing to do with it. It was so much fun. We did something very different. It was a great way to spend a Sunday. And it's just a shame that Steve enjoys the Formula 1 and we can't do it every week when Formula 1 season starts up. So there you go, guys. A couple of little clips from the game there. As you can see, we were having a lot of fun. So, Ouija Brothers, Ghosts on Trent, Mr. Grey, Waka Waka Paranormal. Go check the channels out if you're not already. And I will catch you in the next one. Much love to you all. Beardo, out.